Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here today. It's great to be here today with Jill Dean, the President of Careers in Transition, Lives in Transition, and SkillBit. I want to thank Jill and Careers Under Construction for hosting us here today in Fort Saskatchewan. For more than 20 years, they have been helping people in Fort Saskatchewan and the surrounding area develop skills, build careers, and achieve their goals. Along the way, they have helped change many lives. For every Albertan deserves that opportunity, the opportunity to enjoy the benefits of employment, like earning an income, developing skills, building relationships, and growing a career. Today, with tariffs and other economic challenges creating uncertainty, I know many Albertans are concerned about finding and maintaining meaningful employment, and our government is ready to meet this challenge. We're investing a total of $185 million in career and employment supports for Albertans through Budget 2025. By doubling our investment, we are creating more opportunities for Albertans to succeed in the workforce. Under my ministry, Alberta Career and Employment Information Services connects job seekers across the province with career, employment, and training opportunities. Albertans have access to a wide variety of in-person and virtual services, ranging from career counseling, interview practices, and resume development to job places, simulated work sites, work-specific workshops, and courses. Our government partners with employment service providers all across Alberta, providing over 250 grants and contracts to connect Albertans with the specialized supports they need to find and maintain employment. Our partners are using this funding to offer Albertans the support they need to eliminate barriers to job searching and employment. They are doing a fantastic job and seeing incredible success. Jill here let me know that SkillBit has seen 78% of their graduates become successfully employed. At one of our other service providers, Prospect Human Services, said that last year more than 80% of their clients successfully moved towards employment, education, or training. Our government is proud to partner with these fantastic providers and invest in the great work that they are doing to help Albertans. This funding will also support employers in finding, hiring, and training workers. In fact, we are doubling the province's investment to support on-the-job training in collaboration with employers, including over $20 million being invested in simulated work sites. We currently have 5 simulated work sites across the province in Edmonton, Red Deer, and Grand Prairie, and of course, where we are today in Fort Saskatchewan. These work sites replicate real workplace conditions for training and skill development. The Albertans can get paid, get hands-on experience, and training from local employers from various industries. This setup helps learners practice tasks safely and prepares them for stable employment. I've heard some inspiring success stories about the dedicated Albertans who have benefited from these employment services. One example is a resident of Fort Saskatchewan named JD, who wanted to build a new future for himself in the construction industry after years of working in food services. JD participated in Careers Under Construction's SkillBit program last year and was committed to working hard to achieve his goals. He collaborated with staff to develop a financial plan to budget for driver training, understanding that obtaining a license and reliable transportation was key to accessing meaningful employment opportunities in the construction industry. He also participated in soft skills training, gaining tools to manage workplace stress and to be job ready. From what I was told, he demonstrated exceptional discipline, maintained perfect attendance on the simulated work site, and organized his driving lessons around his other responsibilities. He was able to gain hands-on construction experience, industry certification, and career supports that helped build his confidence. By the end of the program, JD had secured his driver's license, purchased a vehicle, and was fully prepared to enter the workforce. He was successfully placed with a local employer, earning outstanding feedback for his performance and his work ethic. When the contract ended, he was quickly referred to another employer where he continues to excel. JD's story is a powerful example of how targeted training, practical supports, and individual determination can open doors and change one's life. At the end of the day, everything I do in my ministry is to make sure that people like JD are given the tools to build a better future for themselves and for their families. Increasing investment in workforce development, including simulated work sites, will strengthen Alberta's labor market with more skilled, motivated workers like JD. These work sites are one example of how we can provide more than just direct supports. We also help Albertans by removing financial barriers, offering mental health supports, and providing essential work gear. Albertans are known to be hardworking, and I would say that is especially true for those who face barriers to employment. Many of these people have proven what it means to push through even when things are hard, to keep learning and to keep seeking great opportunities. These are qualities that every workplace needs, and I can't wait to see these budget dollars in action, helping more Albertans find and maintain meaningful employment and building the workforce that we need to support and grow Alberta's economy. Thank you very much for being here today, and happy to take some questions.
Alrighty, that concludes the formal portion of our announcement. If there's any reporters in the room who'd like to ask a question, there's a mic there. Give it a minute. No? Okay. Can the operator please put through the first caller on the phones?
Stephanie Thomas from CTV Calgary. Please go ahead. Thanks so much for taking my question. According to Deloitte Canada, the latest economic outlook, the Canadian economy is headed for a recession later this year. So, Minister Nixon, I'm just wondering what you and your government are doing to prepare for this if it happens.
Well, I think first off, announcements like today show that the government of Alberta is preparing to continue to use tools that we've seen have success for Albertans in periods of unemployment. And to help individuals be able to enter the workforce. So we continue to see challenges, obviously, if we head into a recession, but we also continue to see large demands for skilled workforce participants, and being able to move people from different sides of the job demographics to get them into the right places to see success is something that we obviously want to focus on. We anticipated some challenges given what we've seen taking place with tariffs and other issues as we prepared for Budget 25-2026, which is why you see a doubling of investment in programs like this. It's not the only thing that we're doing. We continue to invest unprecedented amounts in the social services system. The ministry I'm responsible for has increased their budget this year to over $10 billion, making sure that we're focusing on our income support program, that we're focusing on making sure that we're increasing investments to individuals with disabilities as examples, and continue to make sure that there are resources to help people through a period of recession. That's our role in seniors, community, and social services. Of course, the government as a whole continues to stand up for Alberta's economy. We will continue to have serious conversations with the federal government, the new federal government in the weeks to come, to be able to make sure that our largest industry is protected and that we are able to see changes that will continue to be able to see Alberta's workforce continue to succeed. At the end of the day, there are several major global impacts that are taking place that are outside the control, obviously, of the province of Alberta. But the number one thing that we can do is make sure that we have our resources in place to be able to help Albertans get through whatever troubling times that we may see. And at the end of the day, if we can continue to see some positive impacts coming from conversations with the federal government and with the Americans when it comes to tariffs, we may see better results, but we will be ready for whatever comes.
Thank you. Stephanie, do you have a follow-up?
For my follow-up, yes. For my follow-up, maybe you could speak on behalf of the provincial government. I'm wondering if you've heard from anyone in either the restaurant industry or anybody who might be affected by, the AGLC's increased taxes that are predicted for some luxury wine items and that sort of thing. Is this something that you're looking at or hearing feedback about this being a challenging time for extra taxes to be implemented?
Well, let's be very clear. Alberta is the lowest tax jurisdiction in the country. It's why we continue to be a place that employers flock to as a general rule. It's why we're seeing investment in the province's workforce continue to increase. And it's why we've had the population growth that we've seen over the last several years. People are coming here because it's a land of opportunity, a place of no provincial sales tax, higher wages than average than any other province in the country. And we intend to see that and anticipate that that will continue even as we manage through what could potentially be a global recession. I haven't heard anything from any of the restaurant owners specifically about that in my own constituency. I'd have to refer you to Minister Nally for specific details on the impact of that decision. What I can tell you that I've heard from the restaurant industry in my constituency and elsewhere is that they continue to want to see the Alberta government focus on creating a place where investments are going to continue to come into the province. People are going to continue to want to flock here because of our great job policies. And I think that will continue going forward no matter what.
Thank you. Operator, can you please put through the next caller?
No further questions.
All righty, that concludes today's.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.